All right, what's going on, guys? So we're back with another video today, and we are going to be looking at the EZA for the Teq Janemba that actually dropped with the EZA for the AGL PyCon, right? So we've already gotten a look at the PyCon. He's a very good super class supporter. So vice versa, this guy is going to be a extreme class supporter, right? So he is going to be giving his extreme class allies key +2 attacking defense up by 30%. And then additionally for corroded body and mind and uncontrollable power, as long as he's able to gain 3 or more type key spheres, he's going to give them an additional 30% attacking defense. So it's kind of mirrored from the PyCon, right? So the PyCon gave super class, and then his additional with 3 key spheres, he gave what was it, Otherworld Warriors and Connected Hope, he gave them additional stats as well. So now we're going to look at Janemba here. We're going to jump into the exact same event we ran PyCon through, and then, you know, we might do another video where we run both them through other events just to kind of test them out in different areas. But we're able to clear it with PyCon and his team, so let's see how Janemba fares when we jump into this. Alright, so we are jumping into the Future Saga event for the Goku's Story Red Zone. So same thing we did with PyCon here. So we're jumping in here with the Uncontrollable Power team. So Janemba is going to be supporting this team pretty well, right? As we mentioned, he's got the additional attack and defense buff for Corroded Body and Mind and Uncontrollable Power. So that's going to encompass everybody on this team, right? So they're all going to get that bonus. They're all extreme class, so they're all going to get that bonus as well. So the whole point of this video is to test out his support and how he does, just the same way that we were testing out PyCon and his support, right? It's not about how much they can do themselves, it's how much they can support their team, right? So that's kind of what we're looking at here. So, I mean, we're going to start this off pretty quick. There's no attacks up front, so keeping Broly in that state, I mean, it doesn't really make too much sense to me. So we're going to pop Int Broly's active, and then we're going to go ahead and transform the Teq Broly as well. Alright, so we got both Brolys out, so we're going to go ahead, blast through this turn real quick, and try to get over to Janemba there on that second turn and see how we can start getting his support rolling for this team. So these ECAs are pretty good, man. They're very good. Unfortunately, so this morning we got the news for the Part 2 LR finally. He finally came through. It's going to be an LR PyCon, right? So unfortunately, this Janemba is not going to be supporting that PyCon, right? It's not going to run along with that. But the EZA AGL PyCon, you can run on the same team. They're not going to link up, right? Because of the whole same name thing. But they'll both be providing support. And then once the other Pycon transforms, the AGL Pycon will still be able to support while the other one's attacking. So that would be pretty good. I was hoping for something that maybe, you know, Janemba here would have supported better, but you know, I mean, it really is what it is. Okay, so I want to keep Janemba up front because I want him to. Actually, I think we might. It depends on how early we want to try to transform him. So Janemba himself, he has pretty good damage reduction, right? So let's pull this up here. So he's got guard, he's got 50% damage reduction, and then once he gets a rainbow key sphere, he's got more defense and more damage reduction. However, over the course of the fight, he's going to be losing 5% damage reduction every time he's attacked, which is going to make him a little bit more squishy. But once he's been attacked 5 times, we can transform him into Super Janemba, which then will come out, and then he'll just be a powerhouse. Yeah, and then he's gonna gain attack every time he's hit as well. So I think what we're gonna do, just in the interest of showcase, we're gonna try to get the other Janemba out, right? So we got a bunch of attacks right there. So we'll see how he does there after supering. Every attack he does, he's also gonna be stacking attack, right? So that's gonna be pretty huge. So the more attack we can stack with Janemba prior to him transforming, the harder the Super Janemba is going to end up hitting. All right. So, yep, so he is supporting this entire rotation right here. They're all extreme, so they're all getting that 30% buff, and then they're all uncontrollable power, so they're getting an additional 30% buff, right? So they're going to be hitting pretty damn hard. All right, that's not a super. Damn it, Janemba. Yeah, so the additional normals don't do anything for us. We need him to do additional supers in order to boost up his attack, but he kind of said no thanks for us on that one. But every hit he's getting here, he is raising his attack up to 100%. So that is something. It's at the trade-off of losing the damage reduction, right? But okay, so here in the next phase, so what we're gonna do is I actually want to get this other Janemba over to the other rotation. That way he is linked up with Teq Janemba for when we transform and everything. So we're gonna go ahead and use this.
Where do you think you're going?
I'm preparing the rocket so he can escape the explosion!
In a rocket built for one person.
Bye-bye, Paragus. Okay, so we'll go ahead and... So what is he? It's something with STR orbs, right? Branches key spheres to STR. Yeah, okay. So we're going to keep him up front because he'll be just fine. We got that. We'll pick up that. And then, did this Janemba anything specific? Did he need... Nope, just want to attack. Okay, yep. So, we can go ahead and pick those up for Janemba. Cool. Yeah, so I mean, this team has a lot of support built into it. So adding in the Teq Janemba here just, you know, exponentially skyrockets that. It is a shame that he's not supporting off rotation. I think that would have been really cool if they did like a multi-turn buff for, you know, if it's not the extreme class, but if just for the category. That would have been pretty good. I think that's really the only thing I could see that might have made him even better. At least personally, it's the only thing I would have added to make him better. But he's such a dominant unit. You know, these EZAs they're so good now. Okay, so that domain's gone. So what we're gonna do, we'll go ahead and throw Janemba up front. All right, we're gonna get him stuff that he needs. Only really need that, right? So we don't need a whole lot with him. So 3 key, rainbow key sphere. He's boosting up. We want to grab more rainbow key spheres with Int Buhan here, and then we can just grab those for Kid Buu. Okay, now I'm hoping he does some more supers here. All right, there we go. Good, yep. So all of this is going to be stack and attack for Super Janemba. That's the whole point for trying to get him more and more supers. All right, yeah, so his damage reduction is starting to go down, so we're going to start to see the effects of that probably here within the next turn or two. So I want to try to get to the last phase of this fight before we transform him. That way he'll be ready to go. Maybe we'll get one more turn of stacking in. I doubt it. I don't know. We might kill Zamasu in the next turn here with all those Brolys on rotation. All right, so not really afraid of anything here because we have the revival. Yeah, so he's got more. All right, so it really doesn't matter. We'll go ahead and pop this again. We can skip this because we've already seen it. Just get that domain back up. Yeah, so it's good having this domain active, right? Because it's giving uncontrollable power more attack and defense, right? So it's another support here, which is great. The other part of it, I mean, it doesn't really matter too much. But, you know, having the additional support for this team is pretty much what we're looking for. So let's go ahead. Do this. We'll grab those. And I'm pretty sure Zamasu is going to be dead here. I don't think Zamasu's surviving this turn. These first 2 Brolys are going to knock him out. I mean, unless he dodges a lot. Shit, I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, no, he's dead. He's dead. He's not going to be able to... Oh, he's hanging in there. All right. You gonna dodge this one? No. Okay. Oh. No, he survived. Okay. I mean, sure. That gives us another turn with Janemba here to try to stack up. So, yep. So we can transform with him, right? Because he's been hit 5 times. But we're not going to do that yet because I want to try to get one more super off with him. So he's got rainbow. He's got orbs. We'll do this. And we'll do that. Alright, so he's super in here. Let's see how he takes it. Okay, so 352. And he sealed him. Okay, so he's not going to get his super anyway. Whatever, dude. Okay, so I mean, he tanked that pretty well for having his damage reduction so low, right? The longer he's in the fight, the more he gets hit, the less damage reduction he's going to have, the more squishy he's going to start getting, and that's when we want to start, you know, thinking about bringing out Super Janemba. So now, at this point, we've got nothing left to lose. We're bringing Janemba out the next turn. As long as Kid Buu survives back there. I think he should be fine. So we'll do that. Pick up that for Kid Buu. And Kid Buu should be fine. I mean, I guess as long as he doesn't super in the back against him. I don't know. We'll see. He's at a type disadvantage, so that's what worries me. Kid Buu's very good. You know, his EZA made him very good. It's just type disadvantage in this event I'm not taking lightly, right? Because these guys can hit pretty hard. Let's just hope maybe that was the super that we broke. Alright, good additional for Broly here. Okay. And I don't know, do we have the revive active with Broly if we do die? I don't know. I guess we're gonna find out here soon, maybe. Yeah, I need you to do a bunch of additional supers there, buddy. There you go. Trying to make you a little bit less squishy. Okay. No super so far. Alright. So either there wasn't a super or we attack broke it. I don't know, either one. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and get out Super Janemba here and have him linked up with the other Super Janemba. Okay, so now with Super Janemba out here, he is going to have his attack and defense up by 200. He's Rainbow Orb changing, which is good. He's guarding. He's got a high chance to dodge. He still has the try to get 3 or more key spheres, which is going to give him additional boost of 100%. And he's going to launch an additional super. He wants 1 rainbow key sphere still, which gives him more of a chance to evade. And then before he receives an attack, he's going to get 30% damage reduction. So if you put him in that first slot, you know, the first hit he takes, he's going to have 30%, which is good. After he dodges, he performs a critical hit upon his next turn. So we want him to dodge. So we definitely want to pick up some rainbow key spheres. Hope we proc his dodge, that way he gets crit the next time around. And then when he's attacking with 12 more key, he gets an additional 250%, right? So he goes from being very defensive to, you know, he can dodge, which is good, but he's also going to a point where he can hit very, very hard. So unfortunately, I don't see any rainbow key spheres out on the board. So that's gonna really suck for getting that dodging. Damn, yeah, there's no rainbows out there. Okay, well, we can at least get 3 key spheres for him. So we can do that. So he's at least getting that buff. And then we'll pick up those for Broly. So the only thing too with these Janembas, so it's probably good, you know, I want to run them together to kind of see how they link up and support each other when they fight together. But having them on separate rotations is probably going to be the best because they both have that chance to dodge. So yeah, so the dodging is going to be key here, right? So if you put them both on separate rotations, you've got a slot 1 unit that you can run on both sides that have a good chance to dodge. And like this guy has his initial damage reduction before he gets hit too, so that helps out. If he doesn't proc his dodge, he gets hit, but he's got damage reduction. All right. Okay, so back to this turn here. Does Broly still have his... So he's been in for 9 turns. I don't think he has his... Yeah, for 3 turns he's got bonus damage reduction. But he does have good good defensive skills in that first slot. All right, so we're gonna keep that here. So we're gonna run like this. So we'll pick up a bunch of rainbow key spheres for him. Some additional key for him. And then I want to try to leave at least some rainbow key spheres out for Janemba on the next turn. Oh, and we're Dokkan attacking, so maybe I should have put a Broly up there. We'll see. Ah, it didn't matter. Okay. So, we're actually going to get the Dokkan attack with Super Janemba. Alright, so we're going to do this here. We'll go ahead and use Kid Boo's. Okay, so gave him that buff. So now let's go ahead and we've got all these key spheres here. So we'll pick up that. We'll grab this for Kid Buu. And we'll pick these up for the Int Janemba in the back. Alright, so let's see how Janemba does up front. Oh, yeah. Okay, so he's getting hit pretty hard. If he doesn't dodge, he's getting hit hard. Man, that first hit did a little bit less, right? Because he had his 30% damage reduction before getting hit. But the one after that did much more because that goes away. So he's really relying on that dodge. But we just didn't get it. I mean, he's got a high chance and then an additional 30. I mean, that's just bad luck, honestly, for him not dodging anything there. Okay, see, now he's dodging. He just needed a little warm up. He's a little shy, I guess. Okay, there you go, Kid Buu. This Kid Buu's good, man. We really need LR Kid Buu. I'm telling you, I've been screaming it for years that we need an LR Kid Buu. It's just disrespectful at this point. I think it's just a joke at this point. They know. They have to know. Okay. Yeah, so not a whole lot of damage coming from these guys here. Yeah, and then it sucks too when you don't do a whole lot of damage. Oh, let's see if he dodges. Dodge or die. Die. Okay. He chose die. Okay, so, I mean, we saw Janemba. So, I mean, Janemba's good. A lot of times it just depends on what you're doing and what you kind of get into, but that Janemba was good. We'll jump into another event here real quick because this one was pretty short. And then we'll take a look at him going through another event. Alright, so we are jumping back into the Vegeta's Red Zone against God of Destruction Beerus here. So this is set to be a god-awful fight for Janemba, right? Because he needs dodge. He's a big dodge character. And in this stage, you can't dodge. So you can't dodge, and then we also have the added fear of locking, right? So he locked Broly back there. So we are going to kind of run him through here and see how he performs against a stage where he can't dodge, right? His big thing, especially for like some of the people on his team, so the other Janembas, is going to be that dodge. So without that, I want to see how he fares, right? So I don't know how this is going to go. My guess is probably not very well, but it's for science. Dokkan science. So let's go ahead and we're going to turn some of these animations off because we really don't need to see them all again. So let's first get this domain going here to get the uncontrollable power boost. Okay, so we got that domain back up. So we're going to keep Janemba there in that first slot. Try to take some hits, get his attack built up. Unfortunately, get his damage reduction knocked down, but we'll do that. That way we can get Super Janemba out faster and then kind of see how he's doing with that whole not being able to dodge aspect, right? Because with Fat Janemba, you're not worried about dodge. You're going to get hit. He's got a bunch of damage reduction. It's fine. But once that Super Janemba comes out, he's going to want to dodge. He doesn't want to get hit. He wants to dodge. So we're going to see how he fares in a stage where you cannot do that. So he's going to be well out of his element. Okay, so incoming super. Yep, tanks it just fine. He's still got a bunch of his damage reduction plus post super, so he's going to be just fine. Alright. Yep, alright. So another thing too with this team is going to be the other Janembas on the team. So really what we're doing is we're looking at this guy, we're looking at how he supports, but it could be a factor that the other Janembas get him killed, get this team killed, kind of like they did last time, right? They don't dodge. It's game over a lot of the times. Okay, so that's fine. We really don't care that he got locked up, so do that. We'll pick those up real quick. Okay, yeah, so this Janemba's fine. This Janemba has, you know, the guard. He's got some damage reduction. So he's, you know, he can dodge, but he's not as built to be reliant on it as the Tech Super Janemba or the Int Super Janemba, at least from what I've noticed whenever I've run him, right? He can take some hits. He can also dodge if he needs to, but he is designed to where he's not going to just be blown away if he gets hit. All right, good additional there from Broly. Yeah, so I don't know, man. this Janemba's good. Don't get me wrong. I do really like him. He does great in his role. His role is support. That's what these guys are built for. They're built for support. We saw it with PyCon, right? PyCon did very well, but his role was support. And that's exactly what we're seeing again here from this Janemba. All right, so see, so he's already been hit 5 times, right? So he's got his active skill ready to go, which means he can only take a few more hits before he's going to be completely out of that damage reduction. So we could transform Broly here, or we could just use him to kind of take some more hits and kind of stall out a little bit more. So let's so yeah, I don't know. Do we want to try to transform him and see what Janemba's support does for him? Right? Because I mean, after he transforms, he kind of loses that. So yeah, let's transform Broly just so we can see how well he does with some support here. So we really don't need that much ki. Damn, I really would have rather saved those for the Buhan there. But we need to get those 3 orbs. We need to get 3 type orbs, and then we need to get 1 rainbow orb. Okay. Good hit from Broly. All right, not an additional super. There it is. Okay. Sweet. So yeah, so good support from Janemba there for Broly. I mean, we're getting down to the point where Janemba's not going to take very many more hits. So dependent on where he locks, who he locks in the next turn, and where we might have to transform him. But I guess we'll kind of see how that plays out. This Buhan's very good too. Oh, okay. Let's see how he takes it. Oh, okay, so not that good. All right, let's jump back in real fast. Okay, so we're back on this turn here with Janemba. Unfortunately, he's only been hit 4 times, as you can see right there. So we can't transform with him just yet. So he's got 1 more turn that we're going to be able to use him. But, oh man, I was really hoping to keep those. Yeah, this whole key sphere thing sucks. Okay, well, he's getting a rainbow. He's getting the spheres he needs. So he's doing what he needs to. Yeah, I think so. We're gonna do that. Go ahead and there. Use those. Okay. So this will be the last turn that we're gonna have Fat Janemba out here. Yeah, because his damage reduction is gonna start dwindling away here now. And now that we've been hit more than 5 times, we'll be able to transform with Super Janemba the next time he actually comes around. So yeah, once we get to that, we will be able to take a look at him in this event. Again, an event where he can't dodge, where he's built to want to dodge. But you know, we'll just see, I guess, how he takes stuff. If he can finish it off, or if he can get us killed. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, it depends too if we even get through the next turn. I don't know, because Beerus is starting to get dwindled down pretty quick. These guys are hammering away, right? All this extra support they're getting is making their attacks do so much more. I think the domain might actually go away the next turn, either the next turn or the turn after. So we're gonna lose some of that support too. Yeah, I mean, we may not even see Super Janemba. He's already down to 2 bars. Yeah, he's almost down to 1 bar. Yeah, so I mean, we're looking at the support here from Janemba himself, from Fat Janemba. So I mean, that's a pretty good look. But we will... Ooh, he locked him in the first slot. That's not good. Okay, so we're actually going to go into Janemba's Rage mode here. And use this. So yep, so we're gonna pick all these up. So with this Rage mode, this works just like going into like Giant Form or, you know, something like that, where if he's gonna super, if Beerus is gonna super on this turn, it pretty much wipes out his super, right? So if we can, hopefully, he'll super in this if he doesn't die. That way when we come back, he won't super that Int Janemba in that first slot that's locked. Oh, damn cord. This damn cord, man, I swear. Those inopportune times always fucking up. Okay, Beerus, I need you to super here, buddy. Oof, oof, oof. We come so far. And in the end, it probably doesn't even matter. Yeah, you go ahead and laugh it off, Janemba, because I think we're dead. Oh, okay, so he actually changed who he locked. Interesting. Okay, so I know you can't dodge, right? Your whole thing is going to be want to dodge. Yeah, so our best bet's to go with you and pick up as many Rainbow Keysters as we can. So what is that, 4? That's 4. I think 4 is all we're getting, so... all we can do is hope that he doesn't die and we can call this one a win. If not, I mean, we saw the support from Janemba. You know, he did really, really well. It's straight out of the gate, of course. Alright, well, he survived. Probably not by much, but he survived. Yeah, so I mean, we got to see Janemba's support here. You know, we didn't get Super Janemba out for this round, which is kind of really what I wanted to, but... I mean, we ended up just blowing through that a little too fast. The locking kind of messed up the flow of where we were going to get hit. So to get Super Janemba out, and then, you know, that first round, we were kind of screwed, right? We either just didn't get Janemba support, which is what we wanted to see, over, you know, the damage reduction that Int Buhan would have gotten. Like, we didn't care about that. We wanted to see the support. But, yeah, I mean, so either way, Teq Janemba, very good. Very good extreme class support. Very good uncontrollable power and corroded body of mind support. He's great. I mean, I really like him. I think he does really well. He helps his team out a lot as long as you're put into the right situations, I guess. So, you know, him in the Fat Janemba form, good support. Him in the Super Janemba form, good attacker. It just kind of depends on, you know, what event you're running and, you know, how you want to kind of play it. But they both have their strengths. They both have their weaknesses. But overall, I think he's a good unit. Same as the Eza AGL Pycon. I think I might like the Pycon better just because I think his teams are better. But I can't discount. Discount? I don't know the right word. This Janemba, right? He is super good in his own way. In his own special way, he's great. Yeah, but that's going to do it for today, I think. That was enough looking at him, you know, a little bit longer event, a different event where we saw a little bit more of his support. So, yeah, I think we'll call it a video for here. I might try to do another one later down the road where, you know, run through one of the longer, harder events and see... That's what she said. If he does okay in there, you know, maybe a one phase long fight or something, maybe like the blue Goku or the blue Vegeta. But for now, this is it. So yeah, that'll do it. So if you stuck around to the end of the video, thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate y'all. Like, subscribe, do the thing, and I will see you guys next time. See ya.